Nsem-Pii TV nie.
Call Alfred Thompson, where your communication team member ma MPP ama yikuno na ukopiem e central region so a wo campaign fo a wo kan bia eba mu e MPP ama yikuno na abusua ne nkoma wadi no eho hia yi pa na meso se obeka me ho na mede wako na nkoma hodo a wura yi wahwe gupon so no wo so watimu akakonya mu chefa wo say ECG enya 1.7 billion Ghana cedis every month, and our multi generate 1.7 billion every month. Nasa sikano NDC ama yukwani aje na wo mobo say the ECG sika e free hobano. We be some say why and a massa sikano a free ECG hobai. What's your brother Dr. Bawumia ehun a sinto ECG. Now what did the effect digitalization alcohol na dia sem NDC ama yukono eka. Abusuya kamehun na me no mo hwi ni enko ensema hodo ka sansem wi hu na owura yi wachire NDC ama yiko na wachire Ghana fo nyina se aba we de wo ye anase niema bia sesei wo enjoy nyina no emududo na efraba na da otwam emodembo yenko na wankasa ko TV yeba Nsem-Pii TV yeretifo ebeto aso
war for organization. Now there were a lot of insults on him. Okay. In a wager economy, no share digitalization. And then in reality, or to make us say ECG. Then we that Bisan say ECG Omaya 1.7. Bisan say then na Omaya ECG almost to be making 1.7 every month. From 900. Please relax. Okay, relax. Now okay. Relax.
Okay. So what to mean here? If you have not made reference to me, come in, mom.
Lie.
Yeah, I'm going
When he was doing the digitalization of the ECG systems, you know what they told him? Say, Haptel, yeah, Dr. Bawumia there. Haptel, yeah, contractor say, on Beshena, on your digitalization, on Mufangiji scan. And then, you go for to Dr. Bawumia, but then if you remember the light go offer, I can just key in, send my Momo, and buy electricity. Face to face in contact, we hear. So cash payments is not going on there. And I just googled it. Now I say, before I introduces a cashless system or ECG, how much were we making a month? When I ended that work and also before implementing the new digital and cashless system, ECG was making 900 million in monthly revenue. They introduced a cashless system they are raking in 1.7 billion monthly. And thanks go to Dr. Bawumia.
It's not true.
For his initiative, his ideas, and the insults he received for doing such a thing. Then I looked down here in the report. I see ECG collects almost 1.4 billion every month since January. ECG has collected almost 1.4 billion revenue every month since January, according to the PURC boss. And yet Alfred Thompson. So when someone is doing something good, now what's now and you come and sit here and you tell me that ECG is now making 1.7 billion. Now Kingsley, at your force in Abeka finance minister, you go say what Abeka no cry say Dr. Bawumia has done something so good I'm a Ghana and the corruption, the thievery that was going on at ECG. You could trace car here be a scanner fan and then in answer.
Okay, so start of a Nesicano up face to face,
Some of them were
to me and call ECG.
It became unaccountable
because Dr. Bawumia far
cashless system
and I
it increased revenue. Revenue increased. It shot up the same time, the same month on the year. And don't forget, the cashless system never pay twice. What can I say? The whole ECG system collapsed. Yeah. Twice, and there were saboteurs within. And we had to flush them out. And yet, ECG phone in the years I didn't know. Now, go for Bishima, or make sure say this cashless system will not work.
Okay.
It's almost that we send you a moment. Now, instead of a system giving you the for you to credit your meter now, no man say no. So it became a problem. It's okay, say for about 2 weeks now, we had to send security personnel there to stabilize the system and make sure that everybody now you can say Obiara that time no we see a number no they'll give your credit back to you.
Okay.
Once you can prove it they'll give, and they did it, and everybody and Meter no more your friend say ECG or more enjoy ya 1.7 we can even do more than that no. We should thank Dr. Bawumia and we are back home. Master, well, budget will be out to me the can they pay.
Okay.
It's a remarkable you say you bekan na maye we. But do we actually ask ourselves? Say Nsem-Pii you can say ye be no. The nice flowery budgetary you de back out no. What have you done about it? Any Ghanaians are suffering. Ghanaians are suffering. Payments are not being done. Go and ask any your friends and contractor. Say you're trying to cut the whole of this year. Payments are not being done. And once you have a system where payments are not being done, people suffer because the money doesn't sink down. You can use all the dollar and the gold board and everything to manage the currency. But when the payment is not going down to the people because of the work they've done now, the people suffer. And so based on that thing, they are going to buy 2 presidential executive luxury jets. 2.
Presidential.
Yes. The jets, the executive jets. They are buying 2
for Ghana and for
yes. Why 2? We've all said say the Falcon and Yejuma Papa. When we are saying it, no, their current foreign affairs minister was on air saying say the president is wicked. The president does not think about Ghanaians.
That's a
the
problem.
Falcon, yes, the Falcon can work. It is workable. It is very perfect to work. That is that president and we're telling that the condition of the jet wasn't good. But even at that time, President Akufo-Addo said no, I can't do because jet in humanity. What we were in at that time with all the DDP and other things, no, we are not going to do a sweeping way to buy an executive jet. No, that wasn't the time. Yes, helicopter may see and crash may see, you know. Yeah. Then it brought about the debate again. He couldn't come out to tell Ghanaians, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Because at that time I thought the jet was working well. Now I've realized that the jet is not habitable. It's not good.
But no more say this weekend. I
didn't 2 executive jets. And budget. Why do you want to buy 2 executive jets? If you've been able to repair this, we'll say a year Juma must a president to use. You know, why are they going to buy 2 executive jets? Over $12 billion, which could have been used for the Ghanaian. For them 6 girls not more perishing on my life, no, for them to be able to get jobs to do. Also, you say $12 billion. What they call 2 executive jets and some other accoutrements are account. Sometimes we forget our priorities in life. Like maybe someone will say, are we serious as a nation? Because if we are serious as a nation, there are certain things that more 24-hour economy almost when they are in war.
Say what man 110 million Ghana cedis.
110 million Ghana cedis. You know how much they are spending on sanitary pads? 292.4 million Ghana cedis.
Sanitary pads.
Sanitary pads.
Yeah,
that is a sect of a small people. When we are talking, I was so patient. I was so the edge to have attacked you. But I've been very, very quiet. Because maybe someone will say, are you people really in for Ghanaians or you are in for yourselves? It's just about Nsem-Pii. It's just about Nsem-Pii. 294 they come in Kofubi to either produce or import sanitary pads. No, it's going to only some few people.
Okay.
24 economy, as much as me can say, it's a demand and supply system. Up till now, one who you're going to hear show. I'm going to budget. I am very flowery. I say, but ask yourself, say, 110 would there put in on the bay? Because if I look at it, 290, you know, if I added the 110 to it and I put certain factories in place, government can say that, okay, it should be public-private partnership so that we can be able to drive the economy in such a way.
Instead of using 290 for sanitary
And I'm talking about different aspects of the nation. It's about the nation. It's about the country. It's about the people.
Okay.
It's about what they need. At the moment, is sanitary part what they need, or is it their daily income? When in a situation we'll catch your friends saying salaried workers say you can only increase their AE by 9%. 9%. Salaried workers. The lowest ever in the last 8 years. The lowest ever in the last 8 years. And you ask yourself, say, are these real people who fought and said that they were going to save the people of Ghana? I have always stated, and I'll state it again here on your set, say after every quarter of the first year, the finance minister should come and tell us, say budget now me budgeting for the previous year, no, A, B, C, D, now me they tell companies that every quarter, by the end of every quarter, no, they should be able to give their financials. Yes, sir. Yeah. Until by the end of every quarter, no, the finance minister should be able to also tell. They should lead by example. They should tell Ghanaians, say, I budgeted even 292 for sanitary parts. How much did I actually expend on the sanitary parts? Before you even come and give us the budget for the following year, the upcoming year bill. Because every time, no, they bring big things to excite us. Oh, the big push. Oh, the big that. Oh, I'm going to do roads. How many roads did we do this year? How much money have we spent in the road sector? What did we actually do? And where was the money expended? These are things you have to tell Ghanaians. Well, my hear the pick and choose, say, oh, minister of this sector should come and say this, or Beka Bibinya, another minister, Beka Bibinya, the finance minister should give us a detailed expenditure from every sector. One can say, I'm going to spend there 50 million Ghana CDC, I'm going to say for Women's World Banking. What really went on the whole of 2025? Okay. What were the actions that were put in place? You see, that bank is not a bank, but a development bank. That is what they said they were going to do. A women's development bank. Development bank is not the same as an ordinary bank. Almost capital expenditure is higher than an ordinary bank. Go and check. Almost capital expenditure or capital to start the bank is higher than what do you call it? A normal bank. Normal bank is about 400 and something million. Yeah. Development bank is over 800. Over 800. Yes. Go and check. I don't know that either 800 or 1.2. Go and check.
So the 400 comes and intimate start a bank.
A development bank, no. That's why now they are changing their mouth and saying, oh, yeah, establish a bank. That's not what they told us. That is not what they told us. They said Women Development Bank. And that is what they said. Check it and see.
Okay.
Well, in the budget there, we bet you at stay at anyone. Well, my if said this was a party. What I go mobile government, what I as a mobile catcher. If they be no much to store man, or much to store man. That is the same thing they are doing to us. They are taking us for granted.
Okay.
Because some of you say, don't go back to check the budget. Them and another will fit government more. None Office of the President. Now almost spending about 300 million a year. Almost increasing for over 1 billion.
But I say,
increasing the bill.
Alfred Thompson, the member of the MPP National Communication.
In 2016, Ghanaians rejected President Mahama in total because of his corrupt nature. At that time, 2016, over 1 million. It's never happened in the history of this country. Also, Yamani chance my back. Onumpu Yamani chance my back. By Neharuna. Now what has one come from? Did you hear what said about Bawumia?
Now come, Mr. Alfred.
Nigeria can over 1 million votes ever. Ever. It's over mechanism. If you want to show me what you say. Over 1 million votes. That had never happened in the history of this country. Only put over 1 million votes. That has never happened in the history of this country. You attack the most corrupt president. Now we go Gula. That is all you get. They gave him the chance to come back. And now Obia are devoted, even with all the world economic crisis. Obiani, even American people faced inflation. UK, they changed 6 prime ministers within a space of less than a year. 6. You sit here and come and talk as if your friends say people were not controlling. Now, more power at that time. Do you know what would have happened to this country?
Yeah,
it would have collapsed.
Oh, how?
I'm telling you.
How?
Because even in 2026, everything showed that this country was Abbas. Even in 2026, 2016, when they were sacked out of this country, everything showed that things were in Abbas. And so, they've given them a chance to come again. Things are getting better because there have been prudent measures that have been put in place.
By who?
By the previous government. Then the Homo Bayano, Chem Adepoti Hamaye, to make ECG stabilize, or to make the baby. Galamsey ne koso abon Ghana eno na ye bibi no Galamsey koso abon Ghana okasa no make okasa no price as of June 2024 that was about 10 cedis per ton. Okay. And then you okasa over 30 cedis per ton. Milk. Yes, I'm telling you. Hey. Go and check. I did milk. I did milk. Carnation milk. Go and check. Yes, it's about 28 or something. Masa, go and check your facts. It's not correct. It's not correct. It's not correct. Yes. What does it mean? I have correct. I said, some milk 28 Ghana cedis. Go and check. When check the 28 Ghana cedis. Which one are you using? Which one are you using? About inflation. You can suppress inflation. When is inflation? Masa. Because you can suppress it to come down, but the market will shame you. Market prices they shame you. Your project inflation. Masa. The last year growth was about 5.7%. With all the fanciful products I will cast growth requiring 4.6. It has dropped. Growth, almost a growth by with all the fanciful projects I work. Please, I want to growth is going to be at 4.8%. Yeah. Instead of the 5.7% the previous year. And you come and tell me, say, oh, we've brought so many fanciful things. When even your economy is not able to grow, even with the projection and the amount they are going to spend on the trade fair economy, they are bringing a growth downwards. The growth of the economy, they are bringing it downwards. It tells you that these people, they can say, you say when they finish their budget now, not 3 months, 4 months back, they should come and tell us how they spent and what they spent on. Office of Representatives, no more doing no more yet, and you come and sit here and you smile because Ghanaians are suffering, and you don't see that Ghanaians are suffering because now you're okay. You're okay. You are okay. What you talk they are open. You don't even know that things are going up in the market. What's now no catch a Ghanaian say they might be beyond no more come market because things are coming down. If they will feel because Ebia will see car we will fear that time 1,000 citizens. Say we 10,000 and you don't feel anything. You don't feel anything. People are suffering, even daily bread. And now we should be 5 cities or Ritari will say, "My watching the whole world." Because if you be 5 cities, until we say that way and now you think what you are doing is fair. Trust. Why are we not all going to make us and your being say we hide under the table? Don't dodge it under the table. So I bet now how I catch a gun for say or no more market. Which your moon say prices coffee. When you go to the market, they say last week I salted beef, to beefy. Hey, get it, sir. Only the number with the Angwamo.
Never done one.
Beef. If it's a packet of chicken wings and now take it wings.
Okay.
Now we go talk to the beef. Say to the Angwamo. Because we want to be talk and it's the end in our berry. I know catch him and say, yeah, say because you come and get now. At the end, okay. Yet to be counted the number. I said, you don't need to say that to tell us that you are crazy. You don't need to say that to tell us that you are crazy. Well, I can't check on the first day. I was I did a workout with Jose. What can happen? I can't check on the first day. Almost go market. I can't check on the first day. Almost go market. Bisa won't go for no to beef like what audience say? Was it? To be 10 cities. So no do. It's not good for my health. Maybe trophy. To the beef, get it 10 cities. I'm telling you. Yeah, chichi was small bag more. Who by next week? Now we need to beef. Why not? We wait to be that. Not gonna beef there now. That's and see January to me. Tell me better we go to before. Master Jaisa, people are suffering. People to be joined fees. People are not able to pay their fees. Come and see they are going to pay. So we are telling it that we are telling it that they are going to block so many schools. It is Okocha first year. Which are first year, man. Second year, third year, fourth year, one able to man. This world, I buy the bucket, you know. Okay. Yeah, the bomber. Say, if at the time, 2016, Omo say election with over 1 million votes, and Ghanaians felt it wise to bring Mahama back, Alfred George Kojo Thompson, I can tell you with all full conviction that if we've lost with over 1.9 votes, 1.4, say 1.6 million votes, you know, Ghanaians will see it prudent to bring Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia back because they are even the payment of the DD it has been planned and put ahead. But I say Alfred is going to enjoy.
Kojo Thompson, a member of the NPP National Communications Team.